In this video are some of the richest people in the world of One Piece, but only one will be crowned as the true billionaire of the seas. First up is Wapol, a man who went from king of Drum Island to trash-eating tycoon. First, he was the king of Drum Island, and, well, he wasn't exactly a man of the people. Known for his gluttony and cruelty, he ruled with an iron and very self-centered fist. His selfishness finally caught up to him when Luffy knocked this man so far down the social ladder that he had to eat trash. Literally. But as a businessman, the grind never stops when it comes to creating new opportunities, and that's exactly what Wapol did. Using his devil fruit power, he created a valuable material conveniently named Wapol metal, and that's where things began to boom. He then got the billion-dollar idea to create toys out of the same metal, which eventually became a massive hit. And like that, he's moved up from homeless bum to toy enterprise CEO. It did not just stop there. He became so famous that even the world government became interested in his work and casually handed him a new kingdom. Just like that, he re-entered the political scene loaded with even more berries than his earlier tenure as king. Even though someone like Wapol is pretty much on the top 10 list of annoying characters in the entire anime, you've gotta respect that the man is a true hustler, worked from the bottom all the way to the top. Our next contestant is the powerful Yonko, Big Mom. She might just be a captain of what could be the most wealthy pirate crew in One Piece. Unfortunately, she might not retain it due to a certain issue. As we all know, Big Mom is the ruler of Toto Land, and it's a kingdom unlike any other. Picture this, an archipelago of 35 different islands all under her control. In the standard One Piece fashion, stronger pirate crews usually take control of different regions and offer their protection to the residents. In exchange, the residents have to pay hefty fees of cash and other valuables to the pirates. So, in the case of Big Mom, imagine a steady flowing passive income of money, or in Big Mom's preferred currency, food, from 35 different islands. And it doesn't stop there. She also extends her services to other islands beyond Toto Land. For example, the people of Fishman Island equally pay her hefty fees for her protection. Unfortunately, even with all the cash that's flowing in, most of it goes into satisfying Big Mom's endless appetite. Still, it's undeniable she's loaded. Our next candidate is the one and only Doflamingo. Ruthless, ambitious, and perpetually rocking those pink feathers, Doflamingo was the mastermind of one of the biggest criminal operations in One Piece. This man was not just a pirate, he was pretty much the kingpin of underworld transactions. He was getting that dough through weapons trafficking, smile fruit production, slave trading, and pretty much every dirty deal you can imagine. He even went as far as selling the artificial devil fruits to Kaido. And that's not all. He was also a former celestial dragon, warlord of the sea, and the king of Dressrosa at one point. Unfortunately, his reign as king was cut short by a certain straw hat wielding pirate and got arrested. Of course, you can bet that all of these allowed the Joker of the underworld to skyrocket to riches. Maybe that's how he was able to get some of the best drip in all of One Piece. Coming up is a person who cares more about power than fashion. It's the one and only strongest creature in the world, Kaido. Primarily, he resided in the island of Onigashima, which is a part of Wano. And just like Big Mom, he gained steady income from the residents. Of course, he would be getting some serious loot from a country dubbed the Country of Gold. And this fact is backed up by his equally terrifying crew, the Beast Pirates. His crew is stacked with powerful Zoan Devil Fruit users, all granted powers from the artificial Smile Fruits. How was he able to get these? Well, it turns out he and Doflamingo were pretty tight business partners. Doflamingo creates the Smile Fruits and trades them with Kaido in exchange for weapons. And you can bet their partnership was an extremely profitable one. Even with all the inflow of cash from the weapon deals and taxes from Wano, Kaido doesn't care about getting the fattest wallet. He just wants to make the largest and greatest army of soldiers ever. So it is understandable that most of his cash will be spent on weapons, Smile Fruits, and also endless barrels of alcohol.
まるで怪物じゃねえか、こいつら。来い、お前らの力海賊王に値するか。見せてみろ。
Next in the spotlight is a pirate that we don't hear a lot about, Don Chinjiao. Now, Chinjiao wasn't just any regular pirate. He's a former leader of the Hapo Navy, a powerful martial arts-based pirate crew from Kano country. But what made him truly stand out was his drill head. And guess what he did with it? He split an entire ice mountain just so he could create his personal treasure vault and stored a serious amount of dough inside it. Unfortunately, all his hopes and dreams were crushed after Garp flattened his only pride, his pointy head, with a single punch. As a result, he has held a bitter grudge against him ever since. I mean, who wouldn't? He can't get to his glorious loot anymore. Years later, he met Garp's grandson Luffy and still held a grudge against the D family. But ironically, Luffy's punch restored Chinjiao's head to its original drill shape. With his head back in action, he instantly developed a newfound respect for Luffy. With his drill head restored, Chinjiao left Dressrosa as a proud pirate once more. And with that head of his, he certainly has made his point that he's worthy to be among one of the most wealthy pirates out there.
今の私など所詮牙をもがれた狼。いや、キリをなくした丸坊主だ。
Our final contestant is someone I bet you weren't expecting to be on this list, and that person is Nami. Yeah, that Nami, the navigator of the Straw Hats. It's a fact that Nami can never ignore a treasure chest. Even from her early days, she has always been struggling for that goal, like when she stole nearly 100 million berries for Arlong to buy back her village's freedom. But even though that phase of her life is long gone, Nami is still obsessed with money. However, her obsession with money isn't simply greed. It's rooted in her past with Arlong. Like, she even has enough cash to grant loans to the other Straw Hats and still get interest on return. Then there's the fact that she had enough cash to buy a new outfit for every island the crew has been to. I wouldn't be surprised if she had a few berries and other goodies stashed around the Thousand Sunny. Those Mikan trees of hers look awfully suspicious, just like what she did in her home village.
皆さんもどうぞ。
私はいいわ。そんなにたくさん飲めないから。
優勝賞金は10万ベリー。
おかわり。
Before we move ahead to decide the winner, I really want to talk about Gil Tesoro. Even though he's not considered a canon character, his wealth is certainly worth noting. After facing his share of slavery, Tesoro eventually rose to glory and became the casino king. Not only that, he became so rich that around 20% of all the money circulated in the world was his. And let's not forget about his devil fruit ability. It allows him to manipulate gold in any way he wishes to, which is honestly pretty fitting for someone as rich as him.
それがこの世界だ。全ては黄金に。
And finally, it's time to decide who takes the crown of the richest in One Piece. With all that we've seen, the winner is... drumroll please, Emu and the Celestial Dragons. Come on, at this point, it's not that big of a surprise. These guys are the top dogs that run the world government. With a never-ending stream of cash flowing in through the heavenly tribute from nations around the world, the Celestial Dragon's wealth is on another level entirely. These people are completely fine with handing over devil fruits to slaves for literally no reason. On top of that, there's still the time a member of the Celestial Dragons wanted to buy the mermaid Kami for an insane price of 500 million berries. For reference, the original price of buying a mermaid as a slave is 70 million berries. And this isn't even scratching the surface of their incomprehensible wealth. But if I were to make my pick other than the Celestial douchebags, my bet is on Wapol. Man's a CEO and a king of an entire country. Even though his greed and selfishness are off the charts, we all can agree that this man holds a lot of berries. And there you have it, some of the richest characters in One Piece. But as you all know, the One Piece anime is still not over yet, so expect that someone else could bear the title of richest very soon. But speaking of riches and luxury, check out this video where I go over some of the most luxurious devil fruits One Piece has to offer. And trust me, it's worth it.